watching Eric Crouch take over. And in the fourth quarter, Crouch with the fake, and he tells McHale Brown that's Crouch is an ouch. Oh my gosh. By the way, the number of that truck that hit you was 7. 5 carries, 92.
They go for the 2-point conversion to tie. Looky what Ronald Curry can do. He just makes that one guy look terrible. Leaves him on the grass, finds Dante Finger. And then Virginia Tech, the redshirt freshman Michael Vick scrambling. Check this play out. Upended, and he winds up in the end zone, but that hurt a little bit. Vick suffered lower leg. Rough conditions. Virginia State at Norfolk State. Luckily, they had their play clothes on because it's messy. Matthew Armstrong comes up with the football. He rumbles and takes it way back. Norfolk State wins this.
Panthers up 13-10. We're talking about rookie quarterbacks. Get with Michael Bishop on the run. So we know he can move, and we know he can throw. A 47-yard game that led...
In just 2 series. Second quarter, Jason Garrett finds Jeff Ogden for the pass, but watch the hit. Cordell Taylor body snatching. Replay, please. The big hit on...
Seahawks coming back. Glenn Foley.
First down and 10.
It's Derek Mays zips that thing in. Seahawks go up 13-10. Still second quarter. 43 seconds to go. Colts on the 31.
Second down
and Manning wants more. Harrison, short pass and long run. Threw about 5 or 6. Got a late block. He caught 4 balls for 118 yards. That's 69-yarder. Colts up 17.
Ball, he kept that ball. He'll treasure forever, even though it was a preseason game. It meant a lot to him. Pumps once. Jeff again down the boundary for Reed, who goes up, and then Steve Atwater arrives to break it up.
Again now. Well, not a hit to the head. Jake Reed was off the... This is good concentration by Reed. He almost makes the catch, but you're right, Atwater almost linebacker size at like 219.
Pearson played over at R.W. McWaters and Mark McMillan, who's probably played the best, most consistent all preseason long.
Second and 8. Miller, the tight end moving down the field, and Denver will have the touchdown as Wayne Carswell.
Yeah, that time the 49ers send both backs out the same way. Beasley and Lawrence Phillips go out to the right side. Garcia getting in some trouble here, dances around, knows where.
By the little man, Tyrone Poole. This is how you're coached to do it. He's right there, stick his shoulder and his head right in there. Nice jarring hit by Tyrone Poole.
And Thomas is feeling.
Matt knows this guy too well. Take a look at Deuce Staley here. Good blocking, nice cutback, good footwork. Philly's second possession of the game. He finds pay dirt. Philadelphia on top of the...
Well, let's take a look at the hit Winford Tubbs puts on Keenan McCardell. That was brutal. Now here's the penalty. Here's Baselli right here, and he gets his hands. Actually rips Gabe Wilkins' helmet right off of play in the defensive backfield. Now this time Steve Young gets some nice protection. He makes a nice throw. Look at that. That's Fernando Bryant, the rookie. This guy has outstanding coverage abilities. Number 25, he's an excellent cover guy, and here he shows just a vicious toughness to put that kind of a hit on Jerry Rice. And again, you know, Jerry Rice is a garbage line of scrimmage. Here it is. Here's the battle line right here. The whole thing happens right here in the pit.
Young stumbles and is taken down.
1 for 2 for 11 yards. Tom, 35-26, the Titans trailing. Steve McNair to Eddie George.
Yeah, and a lot more aggressive, throwing the ball down the football field and throwing aggressively, even with his short passes. Steve McNair.
For Yale and Carm Koza, back when he was at college. He's an excellent defensive back, now getting a shot. Shane Matthews band. Ants marching into the end. Yards on his only series, 20-3 Bears at the half. Now, watch this play, Tom.
Well, boom, you look at the numbers coming at the young quarterback.
And in this time, the Shane Matthews band is crashing as Donnie Edwards picks up the Garrow-like play, goes 7 early for Norv Turner. Third quarter, 21-14 Skins, so Dallas led 14-3. Skins don't have the lead. Look at Stephen Davis.
What a great stiff arm on that.
Later, 28-14 Skins. Brad Johnson had a big day in his Washington debut. To Albert Connell. Connell between defenders. Takes the ball away. 32 straight points for the Skins, 35-14.
Great job of concentration by Albert Connell. You see he goes up, keeps his eyes right on the football, and then shows great strength, taking it away from the defenders and great balance to get
3rd and 2, 0-24. Look at the play action.
Yeah, and look at the play fake. You see Aikman hover over the football, drew the defense, head in the backfield.
Uh-oh, they were closer to the Rockets at Cape Kennedy than they were to covering Rocket Ishmael. 27. He Testaverde. Just keep your eye on him. And he didn't do much, Tom.
Well, that's just a matter.
Jets had a safety 16-10 at the half. First possession, Jets, 3rd quarter. Tupa. Well, that's the high holy days. Steve Israel on the blitz. It's a fumble, rumbling, bumbling, stumbling. Willie McGinest played a great game. Falls on it. Touchdown, 17-16. P-Man.
Yeah, and we're going to take a look here at Willie McGinest on 3 occasions and watch this burst that he has. The last 3 steps right there as he flashes in front of Tupa to force him to throw the ball away. Again, forcing him to throw the ball before he's ready. And here comes his 2nd sack of the day. Look at those last 4 steps as he gets to the quarterback. That is a healthy Willie McGinest.
Pats up 27-22. Now in the 4th quarter, you can bring your emergency guy in and play them all. Meyer, though, watches as it's a defensive player, Bryan Cox, that provides the offense. Picks off Drew Bledsoe, 27.
I mean, there's nothing you can do. You can't do anything. There's nothing. We can't do. We couldn't throw. We throwing interceptions. Just, man.
But great guys had a great career. Andre Reed. Bill's still in it, down 10-24, 14, 4 minutes to go until it's picked off by Tony Blevins. I don't think Hicks or Phoenix going to catch him. Kevin Williams is going to try. He could go all the way. What? Touchdown! Touchdown! Yards makes it 24-21. You know, they're always ahead. That's why that 13 4th quarter comebacks, you'd think that would be higher. No timeout, 1:51 to go. Favre comes to Dorsey Levens. Dorsey was a horse.
Yeah, and Dorsey Levens, back to a healthy Dorsey Levens, always get that extra 4 or 5 yards at the end of a run.
Caught for 46, ran for 78. Now Favre, well, what a dart to Bill Schrader. Down to the 20. In range for a field goal, which Favre spikes the ball, but then he goes to the corner for Bradford. Out of bounds at the 1 with 15 seconds to go. John Gruden, who used to work on the offensive staff when Favre was a rookie, knows what's going to happen. Favre, buying time. Jeff Thomason, touchdown. Just 11 seconds to go. 11 play, 82 yards, no timeout, under 2 minutes to go. The Pack win at Lambeau. 3rd quarter, the Seahawks lead, trail 25-7, and John Kitna caboodles it to Reggie Brown. Brown hurdles Ron Rice. Showed flashes last year, but finished 8-8. It was hot, muggy, Tampa Bay, almost 100. Trent Dilfer hit by Jesse Armstead. Christian Peter, 38 yards, 7-0 Giants, a recurring theme. Dilfer, told you it's going to get bad. Oh, man, what? Andre Weathers, touchdown.
Now we're going to spot shadow Weathers here. Now watch him as he drops into coverage, takes a look, he's dropping off, and the ball is thrown right to him. It's a hard interception to understand if you're an offensive coach.
Tommy, this one was worse. Dilfer running, trying to make something happen, but there's 10 minutes to go. You're only down by 4. What?
And you have to know when to take your losses and run out of it. I think this is one that Tony Dungy wishes he maybe had reviewed and hoped that his quarterback was actually out of bounds.
Tony Brackett.
Yeah, Tony Brackett's coming off the left side of that offensive line against Dave Young.
It's still just a 9-3 game, Tom, in the 3rd quarter, and R.W. McQuarters is going to return it, but unfortunately McQuarters was devalued to lira. Alvis Whitted with the strip. Jason Kraft is crafty for a touchdown. 2-point conversion, 17-3. Jeff Garcia, mop-up time. It's fitting that a Garcia would play for San Francisco, but you know what? Jerry couldn't have done any worse. Garcia picked up Aaron Beasley. It's 90 yards. Young out, Garcia in. It didn't get better.
Louisville.
3 plays later. Actually, wasn't that bad, but Cunningham to Cris Carter, all he does?
Catch touchdown.
2-yard touchdown reception. He has more than anybody in NFL history except for Jerry Rice.
Cordell on the bootleg. Needs a block. Got it. Drills.
They're in benches. They don't have seats.
They shouldn't.
They're all in benches. On the other end in the end zone, there are seats.
That's okay. They've pelted me with enough biscuits.
Awaiting on the Miami sideline as Greasy tries to convert here 3rd and long, 3rd and 15 as he has to reach down for a bad snap. Going deep for McCaffrey, who gets out in front. Beats double coverage. McCaffrey to the end zone. Touchdown. Raiders. Green Bay had its 25-game streak snapped last year by Minnesota. Each of those teams had their streaks. That's a 1st down. Look at where Davis stands through their first 61 NFL games. Only Dickerson and Campbell comes in as the tailback in this set behind Conrad. On 2nd and goal, they give it to the rookie, and he gets hammered by at the line of scrimmage. Woo, man. One rookie takes care of another. Wilson was their #1 pick out of Tennessee.
He was the captain of the national championship Tennessee Volunteers last year, and they said they put him in there for this particular reason. Wow, is that sudden impact. Watch this collision, folks. Johnson leaves his feet, and how Wilson explodes into him. Look at that. That's giving it up right there, Al.
And George Coghill is hurt.
Maybe something a little darker. No, serious. The Navy.
Hey, Lou, do me a favor. Give me that half-inch box wrench.
Well, I wonder what this guy looks like. An available Boomer clone.
Yeah. Oh, please. Please. Can he do the Dallas game while I go play somewhere else next week?
Hey! Oh, yeah!
Cash or charge?
Next, please.
Red 79! Blue 18! Hot!
Of an illegal prescription drug. So Romanowski on the sideline with plenty on his mind over the last fortnight as Greasy gets pressured, loses the ball, picked up. No, Jason Taylor almost picked it up. Now he gets it and gets into the end zone for a touch.
21-point lead for Norv Turner at home last week against Dallas. We're at the New York Football Giants. Stephen Davis is wrapped up, or is he? Shakes Corey Widmer. Tommy, 3 first-quarter touchdowns by Davis. It's 21-0 Skins of the Meadowlands.
Outstanding running effort here from Stephen Davis. Widmer has him wrapped up, but he keeps the legs churning, gets to the outside, and you've got 8 Giants in that pile, so there's only one guy left in between him and the end zone.
Well, Washington has proved that a 21-point lead is not safe. However, Sean Barber shaves Kent Graham right here, and he could go all the way.
74 rushing yards on the ensuing drive. Doug Flutie back to pass. Says, forget this noise. Bro, I gotta go. Gets out of the pocket, does what he does best. 5'9", 24-yard carry. Longest run of his career, at least his NFL career. Same drive, Antoine Smith off tackle. Reverses field. Check out the block by Doug Flutie. Smith had 113 rushing yards, but you got to see the block again. Flutie takes on 238-pound linebacker Mo Lewis. Smith would score on the next play. 9:33 left in the third. Doug Flutie is cool as the other side of the pillow. 24-yard touchdown run. His 4th career NFL touch.
Vince Lombardi, all-time percentage leader. If he can win, he'd be 1-0. Tommy, Jim Harbaugh, trickery with the Chargers at the Bengals.
Yeah, John Copeland, you see Natron Means, Copeland getting upfield, Means coming inside of him. You don't even have to block the end, you get the touch.
20-7 lightning bolts. Jeff Blake. Well, we've seen this. Look, how fast is Junior Seau through? Gerald Dixon picks it up, rumblin', bumblin', stumbling, touchdown. 28-7. Achille 10 of 17, the rookie for 100 yards. Natron Means Natron, 79 yards. The same point, it's a 7-5 game. Now it's 13-5. Doug Peterson, 5. Doug Peterson. Beat Warren Sapp.
Warren Sapp at the interior tackle spot. Watch him get double teamed by the guard and the tackle, and look at him muscle his way through and come with the club over the top on Donovan McNabb.
The score is still third.
Plummer never saw him when he threw the football.
Second quarter tied at 6. Marino is going to dump pass. The ball looked like it was tipped. Rob Frederickson picks it up, and look right here. Boom! Andre Wadsworth clobbered big guy Kevin Gogan.
This play you're going to see, look at the pump fake right there. Ty Law bites up on the fake. Here's another angle of it. You see Law with his head in the backfield. Allows Marvin Harrison to get by him and get down the sideline.
And then here's the next one, Tommy. The move.
You can't line up in the end zone.
21. Next cold play again. It's Law making a big play here, knocking the ball down against Marvin Harrison forcing a punt. That because here's Dorsey Levens going up the middle for a 2-yard touchdown, and the Packers lead 15-14. Green Bay then kicks off. Terry Fair. Look, and I want you to watch Corey Bradford. Tom, how fast is he?
Pretty fast.
Wow, he flags Fair down, but it was 91 yards. Against Green Bay. They have the toughest start this season at Green Bay and at Minnesota. Randy Moss against Charles Woodson. If you're a football fan, you'll love this. Randall lobs it. Moss, one-handed grab, flag thrown. What do you think, Tom?
Well, they talk about pass interference. This is the call I'd like to see disappear from the football field. It's great coverage by Woodson. It's a greater catch by Randy Moss. Let the guy.
1-14. 4.5 to go, fourth quarter. Young just hammered by Cris Hewitt. They call roughing the passer for an automatic first down. 4 plays later, 4th and 12. Incomplete to Jerry Rice. Steve Mariucci challenges to referee Phil Luckett. And let's look at it again. And you know what, Tom? They review it, and they call it a catch. They overturn it.
Good catch. Good
challenge
catch by Jerry.
keeps the drive alive. It was a 4th down play. 3 plays later, 2:09 to go. Young. The Heroes together last year against Green Bay. Touchdown. We're tied at 21 all. Saints next possession. Holbert picked off by Lance Shunters. He knows something. Lance Shunters from
Asta.
Looking to make the move, and he could go all the way. Hogan, 28-21, the Niners. Games, although this is a new head coach, Cunningham. It's a nasty robbery. Ed McCaffrey, Chris Dishman. Even though Dishman wasn't there, the poke in the eyes. Penalty Dishman. Elvis Gerback looks down the middle. But it's Eric Brown, a tip by Tyron Braxton, caught by Tony Gonzalez. The old-time Browns and Browns fans. That count shows the flashes, Tom.
Well, head coach Chris Palmer loves his poise in the pocket. He likes to throw the deep ball. Here he's going to hit Kevin Johnson, and look where he puts this football. So he puts a lot of air under it, allows it to drop into the receiver.
Bernie Mills is the man in motion. 4-man rush, and the pass is caught over the middle. It's the Rocket, Ismail, and the Rocket takes it to the 10-yard line. And he is shaken up at the end of the play. Ismail, who was on the receiving end of the bomb in overtime last week, and is the other receiver. Emmitt, another touchdown.
He got the ball to go high in the air. They kick it down into the ground, and here they come, the posse.
And here is,
and they're coming to get the football. And look, you could see this. It's just one collision after the next, and how well it looks like Cloakley takes it out of number 51's hands.
Jeff Kelly.
What a play by Teague and Hawthorne are right there. Hawthorne's got to make the play on that. But this is the way momentum switches in a game like this, and what a terrific job of concentration by Terrence Mathis. Goes right through both of their hands. Terrence makes sure that he's
Brandon Noble tip. 3rd down and goal. Hands forward in motion. Pass. Taken out of the air by Greg Ellis.
Look at him motor. Oh,
Greg
my goodness.
Ellis, the defensive end.
Oxygen, please.
Touchdown.
3 plays later on a 3rd down. Gerback to Tony Gonzalez. Not good tackling by the Lions. Touchdown Chiefs. 7-0 Kansas City. Same score, 2nd quarter. Look at this run by Ron Rivers. Bounces off 1, 2, 3, 4. He's not down yet. 5, 6. Ron Rivers is like the Mississippi Rivers on this play, Tom.
A great job of Rivers keeping his legs driving and great balance. You watch him there, he's built very low to the ground, and right there should have been down. You saw him leaning on it.
In the division, Mike Holmgren is 1-1 coming in. 2 guys, members of the class of '92, been to 3 Super Bowls. They've been to 12 out of 14 years they've been in the playoffs. Look at the play by Merton Hanks. Ex-Niner, now Seahawk. He necks it into the end zone. 7-0 Seahawks. Punt on the next series. We're just 2 minutes in the game. Rookie Charlie Rogers makes the move on Josh Miller. Could go all the way. There have been 2 series. Seattle's offense has not been on the field, but they lead it.
The Buffalo Bills defensive front causing a little confusion. You're going to see Bruce Smith lined up inside over Doug Brzezinski. He's going to come outside, around, and between Trey Thomas. get to the quarterback, force the fumble from Peterson.
Scored 50 points in the Meadowlands last week. They went to the same locker room. Are there more points in there? Well, Bill Parcells was hoping a week without Pans, a little more mentally sharp, but Rick Meyer picked up by Darrell Green. You know what, Tom? I think he's going to be okay this
He might be all right.
Sacks today, knocks it away. Dan Wilkinson sword blades it. Then Johnson, a hand up to Stephen Davis. 6 touchdowns in this building in 2 weeks, not even their home field. 27-17 Skins. Meyer to Keyshawn Johnson. Touchdown. Hit signal touchdown. Less than 2 minutes. The refs review it, Tom. What do you think?
Well, I certainly don't know how they could have found conclusive evidence to overrule the initial call.
They did. They overruled it. The Jets only got a field goal. They never had a struggling Broncos, especially when Tony Dungy decided to unleash Mike Good Hands with Alstott. Breaks Dale Carter's tackle 28 yards, 7-0. Broke 2 bones in his left hand, but Tommy, they bandaged it, casted it, and he was back in the third quarter. Look at the plays that he makes to bring down Terrell Davis.
The kind of football we like to watch. Warren Sapp spinning off to get a tackle on Terrell Davis.
13-10 Bucks, fourth quarter. Mike Alstott bowls over Eric Brown. Look at this. He just drills the new safety.
A lot of people are going to question me. The coaches are going to question me. I feel bad. I let them down, let the team down. I don't know whether they have confidence in me. I know the fans are questioning me, but, you know, I don't question myself.
The key to their ball club is Terrell Davis, and once he wasn't going, we felt like we had him. Cris couldn't beat us, and Bobby Bristol wasn't going to beat us either.
Chargers against up-and-coming Indianapolis. 3-0 Indy in the first. Peyton Manning to Marvin Harrison. I think a recurring theme this year, Tom. That's beautiful. 33 yards. 4.
As he sees Junior Seau come around to the left side, he looks up, a little bit preoccupied with Junior Seau right there, and causes him to snap the ball away from the quarterback.
So now we got under 3 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Same score. Manning to Terrence Wilkins. Tackling. Touchdown. 27-19 Colts.
The first angle, a nice little punch job by Aaron Beasley.
Beasley's had a good start to the year, forcing plays. Brunell, Jimmy Smith, bubble, touchdown. 10-7 Jaguars.
Yeah, the ball overthrown there. Jimmy Smith, a great job of concentrating on the football in the rain. Slick ball, makes the catch.
Next possession, Beasley will pick off Neil O'Donnell. Could go all the way by Randy Moss and Minnesota. Randall Cunningham is stopped emphatically on third down. But wait a minute. Flags on the play because Darren Sharper doing some stomping, Tom. Unnecessary roughness.
Yeah, and Stussy saw this. He comes over. He challenges Kuntz. Kuntz challenges him back. You know,
Ray Rhodes sees his team settle for a field goal, 7-3. Cunningham picked off by the #1 draft pick, Antoine Edwards from Clemson. Edwards, touchdown. 10-7. We're tied at 10 at the half. Third quarter. Cunningham to Randy Moss. Touchdown. Wait a minute. Say Moss was juggling the ball. 13-10. It's now 16-13 Green Bay. 2 minutes left in the game. Cunningham to Moss. They've done it again. Cunningham and Moss have ruined the Packers again. 20-16. Or have they? The Pack, Tom, the fastest gun in the West. Or maybe the Central. Brett Favre. To Corey Bradford, 22 yards. Next play, Favre in trouble. Avoids the sack. Dump to Levens. Is Dorsey running hard or what? 45-yard line. After a timeout, Favre, Levens to the 33. Stopping the clock. Favre, Levens. 4 more yards to the 23. Clock tick, 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 tick. Ray Rhodes, 4th down. 3rd and 4. It's Corey Bradford beating Jimmy Hitchcock. 24-yard touchdown. Rather than spike it, Brett Favre says, all go into the end zone. Favre is wild. What a finish. Packers 20.
First down without a touchdown. Greasy for the end zone. Touchdown. Ed McCaffrey. Al Wilson, the rookie, makes the tackle. Speaking of rookies, how's life for Chris Watson?
Watch this, number 21 going against Rondé Barber and Shevin Smith, number 30. Double teaming, and that is really well done. But look at this, Chris Watson keeps hustling.
We showed you earlier in the first half, Tim Biakabatuka breaking the Carolina record for the longest touchdown run 62 yards. It lasted about a quarter. He broke his own mark just moments ago, racing 67 yards for another score, and George Seifert could be on his way to his first win at Carolina.
Seconds left. It's marching. The Shane Matthews Band to Curtis Conway. Touchdown. The season. With Chandler out, Tony Graziani, who makes a nice marinara, drops back and gets drilled by Ray Lewis.
Yeah, Ray Lewis on the delayed blitz. He waited to see the back block, and then, as you said, he came and drilled the quarterback.
Unfortunately for Tony, who was game, he would leave with a concussion, so third stringer Danny Cannell is playing. Meanwhile, Stoney Case has replaced Scott Mitchell, the quarterback for the Ravens. Patrick Johnson beats Ray Buchanan from
Louisville.
And look what happens. The Ravens are pumped, and Buchanan says, "You are not celebrating right here in my house."
I think something must have been said to Ray. Don't say it. Don't say it. I was ready to go home anyway.
2 out of 3 falls to curfew, and he is ejected from
Louisville.
Totally defeated. Kurt Warner. He and Dan Marino, the only 2 quarterbacks the last 50 years to have their first 2 career starts in the NFL, result in 3 touchdown passes. And look at him hit Isaac Cruz. Look at the Bengals defense, Tom. And he can't quite go in for the touchdown, but it's a 60-yard game. The Reverend had 6 catches for $152. Warner to Isaac Heap. He's the 4th-round draft pick a year ago from San Diego State. It's 7-3 to Rams. With a score of 14-3, they fake the reverse. And Isaac Heap, what a throw, Tom.
Great throw on the money. Couldn't play it better defensively. That's just good connection between quarterback and wide receiver.
21-3. Now third quarter, Hakeem drops the punt, and that was all he needed. Watch the Bengals try and follow him, Tom. He could go all the way. 84 yards. Third touchdown for Hakeem. Why not dance? 28-3. But he's not done. Third quarter, late. Kurt Warner. Oz Hakeem. That Warner to Hakeem combination they've been talking about for years, Tom.
Yeah, watch Rodney Heath on the coverage here. Oz Hakeem wants to sell this route inside, does a good job of breaking in toward the numbers. When he gets inside the numbers, he sees Heath turn his body, heads for the flag, and beats him so badly he just takes 1 step in and stops.
So Schmidt, the 2-run homer for Philly, and now it's 7-2. Kent Graham, watch this. Boy. Right to Bobby Taylor, and he can't go out of the way. I don't have time to really stretch it out, but it's a touchdown, and it's not. Arizona went into Dallas, where they never win, and upset them 20-7 in the playoff. Deion Sanders, Prad Tab. On Prad Tab. His first game of the season. Jake Plummer, tip. And George Ice-T, always around the ball, stirs it for a 32-yard touchdown on a pick. 10 picks already from the flag on the play. Fourth quarter, 28-7. It's garbage touchdown for Arizona. Wrong. Mario Bates just stands around rather than touching Greg Ellis. And look at the big fella. He could go all the Woodson with the block. Hey, 98 yards. Longest fumble returning. The Cleveland Browns have done something different every week. Could they actually have a lead in their 4th game against the undefeated New England Patriots? Well, in the first quarter, look at Tim Couch in the bootleg. Kevin Johnson beats Ty Law. Mark Edwards with a block. And Darren Chiaverini with a shiver block right there on Chris Carter. All he does is get blocked. 64-yard touchdown, 7-0 Browns.
Well, great move by Kevin Johnson on Ty Law to start things off, then setting up his blocks. Mark Edwards, as you said, right there on Steve Israel. You get nailed when you're not looking. You don't see the block coming, and then Kevin Johnson.
Then Bledsoe with a big game passing to Terry Glenn. McCutcheon slips, and Glenn could go all the way. 5 minutes left. Tony Bracken's again. Look at the rush. Boom.
Well, Bracken's off the corner, coming from the bottom of the screen, and just the speed and the quickness. And watch the next move. Just watch the movement with the hands and the combination of the feet. There, right hand up on his shoulder, and he's by, and he's at the quarterback.
So now watch this. It's the fumble, the safety. It's 15-3. 1 minute to go. It's like blackjack when the other team has a face card showing. 15-3, hit me. So they do. Emerlos Leroy with another safety. So how about...
John Elway picked up his first golf club in his 20s. And a few years later, he was shooting in the 70s. He reaches par 5 greens in 2. And attracts huge galleries wherever he plays. Imagine all that and his most memorable drive. Still only went 98 yards.
Expect more from an original. Original Coors. Brewed a mile high.
My beer? Coors. An original Coors.
last year in the regular season. Randy Moss and the Vikings offense stuck on about 18 points a game. But first possession, Tom, is like last year. Randall, Cunningham, Randy Moss, 61 yards, throw it high, throw it long, have a lead. 7-0 Vikings, exactly what Tampa Bay could not afford.
Deceptive speed by Randy Moss. You see Rondé Barber trying to keep up. He actually stumbles and falls down trying to keep up with that 4-2 whatever it is that Randy Moss runs.
Then Cunningham to Moss on 3rd and 8. Beats the defenders, looking to make the move. But look at him turn the corner and Lynch. 27-yard touchdown, 14-0 the Vikings. 19 yards. 4 plays later, Trent Dilfer. And look at Riddell Anthony against Ramus McDonald. Touchdown! The Bucs have driven from behind to within 21-14.
Great catch by Riddell Anthony right there, going up over the top and pulling the ball down.
Then, down 21-14 with 2:20 to go. Dilfer to Dave Moore. Boom. Orlando Thomas drills Moore, forcing the incompletion, Tom.
Yeah, think about this ball being thrown to the outside rather than inside. Maybe it's...
It looked awful. It looked, Tom, like, well, Mike Shanahan said later, I fear it's an ACL, that Terrell Davis got rolled here by Matt Lepsis. Now, the good news, though.
You didn't need to put a speed gun on a John Elway pass to know he threw the ball pretty hard. One wide receiver turned on a post pattern a little too late. He wound up making the catch with no hands. The throw was so hard the ball stuck in his face mask.
Expect more from an original. Original Coors, brewed a mile high.
Here's to being an original.
They're playing at home against Carolina. Second possession, Carolina. Tim Biakabatuka. Tommy, after like 4 years off, look at him go. Last week, 2 touchdowns of over 60. Here's another one. Touchdown at 7-0, the Panthers. After a 1-yard run by Biakabatuka, the Zairian zip. 45 yards. It's 21-0, the Biakabatukas. Ford and the Tennessee pass rush forced him to have a poor start. Neil O'Donnell started these days for Tennessee to Eddie George. Blocks. And watch this. What? Boy, he's huge, Tom. 54 yards. The Titans lead at 10-0.
You're going to see Ken Norton Jr. and Mark McMillan be blocked here, but I got to tell you, when a guy is 6'4", 235 pounds, your heart got to be in it. You got to be willing to get in front of him, boom.
So the Niners, first down. Minute 54 to go, 2 plays later, second down, O'Donnell. They did this in Pittsburgh in '95 to Yancey's Think Pen. 24-22. They got to go for 2. And a pitch to Eddie George.
Yeah, you'd almost like to see the option with the quarterback doing something to the outside.
The Rams already up 7-0. Warner looking for Isaac Bruce, finds him, touchdown, 5-yard strike. Rams on top, 14-0, and they were just getting started. Later in the first, Rams up 14-3 with the ball on the 45. Warner, Bruce, Burns, Lance Schulters, 45-yard touchdown strike. Oh, mercy, how about... Well, a frightening scene in Philadelphia for the Cowboys. Michael Irvin suffered a neck injury in the first quarter after catching a short pass from Troy Aikman. Irvin tried to shake a tackle from Bobby Taylor and was hit on the head by safety Tim Hawk as he hit the ground. He has some swelling in his neck around the cervical vertebrae and remained in a Philadelphia hospital Sunday night. For the game between the Cowboys and Eagles, the big surprise there. Fourth quarter, Eagles down 10-6. Doug Peterson hits Charles Johnson over the middle, and look at him piling right there. Jeffrey Lurie obviously pumped up in 10 months. Bears and Vikings in Minnesota, and boy, the Vikings don't look like they did last year. Scoreless in the first quarter. Minnesota with the ball on their own 20-yard line, and that's the way it's been going. Randall, Cunningham, no, it's going the other way. Sean Harris picks up the loose ball. Bears on top, 7-0. Now the Vikings up 9-7. Bears driving late in the first half. Shane Matthews connects with Curtis Conway, and the former Trojan shows the moves that made him an all-star in college. Not so big in the NFL, but how about this final score, folks? The Trolls. Cleveland Browns Stadium, and Bengals up 6-0 in the second. Cleveland lines up for the field goal. Oh, a fake. Chris Gardocki to Phil Dawson for the score, and then they get together on the unusual celebration. Browns up 7-6. Fourth quarter, 9 seconds to go. 3rd and goal, and Akili Smith to Carl Pickens. 7 catches, 38 yards. That for his score. 1-yard line, and the call goes to Donnell Bennett. The Chiefs up 10-7, fourth quarter, trailing by 2. Adam Vinatieri for what would be the apparent game winner, but he hits the upright.
He missed earlier from 48 yards out. Drew Bledsoe had thrown 9 straight in. Trail 31-27, 4th and 10 from the Dolphin 49, and Dan Marino threw for 393 yards. This to Oronde Gadsden down to the 3, 1st and goal. So after a play, still on the 3, 31 seconds to go, and Marino says, Gadsden again, 4 catches, 123 yards. Is it a touchdown? You take a look at the replay. Both feet. 1, 2. Yeah, touchdown. Dolphins win it. Danny Marino came into the game with a career low 74.3 quarterback rating. But 5th time in his career that Dan Marino has led the Dolphins from behind to a 4th quarter victory. The 35 4th quarter comeback put him in 2nd.
Green Bay, Reggie White became the 5th Packer to have his number retired. 3rd quarter score tied at 13. Green Bay driving. Brett Favre hits Corey Bradford for the apparent touchdown here. Warren Sapp, though, isn't happy. He thinks it's a touchback. Let's listen to Phil Luckett's call.
Ruling on the field is that the ball was fumbled forward into the pylon, which results in a touchback for Tampa Bay, 1st down.
Well, the fans don't like it, but it appears that the officials make the right call. Bradford clearly fumbles. Luckett gets this call right. 4th quarter of a great ball game. Less than 2 minutes left. Packers up 19-16. Mike Alstott up the gut. 22 yards. He goes. And Tampa Bay leads this game 23-19 after the extra point. But don't count Brett Favre out. Just over a minute left. Antonio Freeman, I got you, my friend. 21-yard touchdown. Favre 22 of 40 for 390 yards. Warren Sapp devastated. 2 touchdown catches for keep him out. 4th quarter, under a minute to go. Broncos by 3. And Rich Gannon threw for 248 yards and hits Terry Mickens in the hands, but he bobbles, and Torrey James with the interception. Running it back, he also had 3 tackles in the game. Denver wins at 16-13, Denver's first win, but they lose. Bills tied at 7 of the 2nd quarter. Bills at midfield, and after an 11-yard completion to Eric Moulds, Doug Flutie up in the air again. 261 yards he throws for. Moulds with the catch. 6. It's entertaining the Falcons. 4th quarter. Saints trail by 3. Billy Joe Tolliver going deep, but Ray Buchanan, stellar defense at the corner, knocks the pass away. Falcons get the win. Morton Anderson had missed 4 of 6 field goal attempts coming in. Scored a point in the 4th quarter this entire season. Chargers and Lions at the Dome. 4th quarter. Lions trail 13-10. 3rd and 1. Charlie Batch the pitch to Corey Schlesinger, and he's drilled by Rodney Harrison. Ball is loose, picked up by Darrell Lewis. Scappers in 42 yards for the touchdown. Extra point was good, and the most